Welcome. My name is Julie. I live in Ontario, Canada. Today is Sunday, March 9th, 2025, and you have joined me on a Silver Stitches episode of FlossTube. Welcome. How was that? That was weird, right? I don't know. We'll see how that went. Welcome. My name is Julie. I have 3 cats, if you don't know, and a husband, so anything is possible. I see one of my... I think he just finished drinking some water. Skitters is definitely awake. That's all I'm going to say. So he might come by, he might not, who knows. Okay, so I worked on 7 projects this week out of 10. I dropped the 3. The 3 weren't really mindful stitching like I was planning on for the month of March. So, with that being said, my paper patterns for March are gone. So, Butterfly Fuchsia, Sing a Sampler, and A is for Apple. Not doing those. Sticking to full coverage again because that is what I'm loving. Alright, so we're going to start from the beginning of my chart because I have a board. I have goals written down on my board, and so we're going to go from there. Anywhere from 200 to 300 stitches were the goal. Some of them were 250. Skitters is going to come up here. Come on, buddy. Come on. Up. Whoa. Alright, well, I'll just move all my stuff then. That's cool. I don't mind. You can't see him yet, but hopefully he'll make him an appearance. Well, are you licking the board? I think he's licking the board. What do you think? Are you saying hello? Can you hear him? Probably not, eh? Alright, you stay there. Don't lick the board. Okay. Okay, so Steampunk. Let's start from the beginning. Steampunk Portal is... This is Steampunk Portal. It is by Heaven and Earth Design. It is the sale for this year. It is now closed. Oh my god, don't tip it over, please. Okay, so this is what it looked like as of March 1st. There was 3,700 stitches in it. Now, here is what it is now. I'm just started my next diagonal, and everything that I had put in was, surprise, surprise, $9.39. Because that is how much $9.39 there is in this project. I'm just trying to find a good way to see it. Anyway. Yeah. So that's that. My goal was 250 stitches. I put in 253. So, winning. I got all of my goals met except for 2 projects, and I will share those at the end because that's what it is on the list. So, in the next bag... Even though Skitters is highly anticipating, it's not in a bag. The next project, is Mini Sunflower Cottage by Donna Gelsinger. That's what this looks like. This is where it was as of March 1st. And Skitters might be excited. This is where we're at right now. I'm going to try and get it so that I don't have to get a bag. Okay, so this is where we're at right now. So... just a lot of block stitching, which is what this whole project was for. This project was, this is the idea, this was the project that gave me the idea for Mindful March, because I'm putting in 1 length of thread a day, which equals out to approximately 245 stitches a week. Because my shortest amount of stitches were 35, so I figured, why not? So 35 times 7 is 245. I stitched 51 extra stitches on that because I put in 291. Hooray! Alright. Minnie Watching the World Go By is one of the things that is not on the couch. Okay. Minnie Watching the World Go By is... a retired chart by Heaven and Earth Design. The artist was Lucy Pitaway. That's what this looks like. And that's what this looks like when it was as of March 1st. And here we are as of March 9th. Alright, so as you can see, I have almost that whole diagonal filled in. Hooray! But so all of the blue is now filled in, and I'm now just working on that tree. And if I could get it in the good light, we can actually see what we're doing. Yes. Okay, so hooray! It's very exciting. So out of the 200 stitches that I was supposed to be doing, I did 200 stitches. So met my goal for that. That was part of Glamorous 3 stitching. I have 2 more projects for that. How I decided I wanted to stitch on those this week was the day that Siski called it for the first day. The first day Siski called it, it was for Minnie watching the road go by. So that was dedicated for 200 stitches. The next one was, no, not in this bag. Why am I thinking that? Skitters is just having a field day watching me just be Julie, I guess. The next one for Glamorous 3 is Pokemon starters. That's this. And this is where I was at the beginning of March. And here we are now. So this one I added 381. So I ended up finishing Rowlet because all of the white of his eyes are done. That's what I started out with. And then I started in on Fuecoco, which is one of the latest starter Pokemons from the latest generation. Lies. The latest Ash generation. Because there's a new Pokemon thing out right now. I don't know. We're not really into it yet. So, there's that. And then the next one, out of this bag. So, that goal was 300 stitches. I did 381, so winning. The next one is Winter Wolf by Artisy. That's what this looks like. And that's what this looks like at the beginning of March. And here we go. Just holding it in the right direction. And here we are now. So I filled in the rest of I filled in the rest of the diagonal of the 939 and then worked my way down here. Also all 939. It was a good 939 kick this week between this and Steampunk Portal. Sorry, that was loud. Okay. The next one, this is where so I got 202 stitches in on Winter Wolf. The next one that was my first stitchy fail kind of this week was Mini Sunset Owl. I was only working with this amount of thread because I didn't have any other colors around me and I wasn't really in the mood for getting up. So I worked through all of these colors in the whole, all these colors to start in on the next diagonal. And here we go. So I've color completed all the way down to the bottom. And that's where we're at. So I added 148. The goal was 250 because between this, my next project, and Steampunk Portal, my goal is 1,000 stitches for the month. So each. So let's see if I can get there. So for right now, 148. But that's okay. And then my last project that I was working on this week was Sad Fairy by Elena Lazareva of Heaven and Earth Design. That's what this looks like. This was what it was at the beginning of March. And here we are now. So I finished filling in the diagonal. And I started in on down here because I'm just making it all the way across. So I'm really ready to get out of sky because I'm done with sky. But that's not going to be for another couple 100,000 stitches, I think. No, not 100,000, couple thousand stitches because this is 189,000. It's ginormous. Ginormous. I only stitched 130 stitches out of the 250 though, so it's a slow process. I didn't get up to get other threads because I was using, what was I using? I was using Portal Colors, Steampunk Portal Colors, because those were the closest, and Charlotte was sitting on my feet. And she was sleeping and she had finally settled. I didn't want to bother her. The same girl that attacked my nose today. She's crazy. Okay, so, yeah, so I did 130 out of the 250. So, you know, we'll see how that goes. Skitters is now being playful. So I stitched 1,610. Yep. 1,610 stitches overall this week. So not a great week, but not nothing, right? So we'll see how that went. Made most of my goals except for 2. And that's that. So I can't remember in this video if I explained how I was stitching my Glamorous 3. Siski would call the number. No, Siski would call the project. If it was the Monday, the Tuesday, so whatever it was on the Monday, that's what I would stitch. This week it ended up being 3 different projects on 3 different days, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So that's how I decided those projects for the main focus piece for the week, for the day. Because Steampunk Sunflower Garden was, no, Sunflower Cottage, good grief. Sunflower Cottage was the daily stitch of length of thread. And then whatever came next, I focused on for the whole day. The whole day. Whatever remaining time I had before I had to do an event of some kind, be it work or doctor's appointments or sleep. Yeah, this is way more focused. So I've already filmed this once. That's why I was like, I don't remember if I told you. I already filmed this once, but of course it wasn't streamlined. There was no connection. It was very definitely all over the place. Plus, in that last video, you didn't get to see Skitters. So, that's good. What's the plan for next week? Same thing. Same 7 projects, same format. I really liked that because I was able to focus on the 2 projects per day. And on Sundays, on Sundays, that's my catch-up day. So I pick one of the projects that I didn't get all the stitches in. So originally I did not have enough stitches for Pokemon starters. I only had 128 or something. So I needed to catch up. That's how I ended up with the 381 because I kind of went overboard today. But that's okay, right? More stitches are better than less stitches. And then I'm just going to do a quick health update because why not? I know that the video is not going to run out, so I'm not going to pause it. Last video that I've already deleted and not posting, paused it, spoke for 1:20, and then that was it. It was just and we're done. Okay, anyways. Okay, so update. I have surgery April 7th. Ow. Skitters. You take your toes out of my leg. Don't try and do that. Good God. Okay, protection. Anyways, sorry. Okay, so surgery for me. April 7th. I'll be in the hospital for 4 days and then recovering at my mom's house for a couple weeks to 6 weeks. I don't know, somewhere in there. Depending on how the healing goes, I guess. The other thing is James now has, so I have 2 more appointments before that. And then James is as stable as possible. He is, sorry about the dog if you can hear that. He has gotten his treatment from 8 weeks down to 4 weeks. So hopefully that will be better in the long run. Because 8 weeks, especially during the winter months, was too long. So cross your fingers for 4 weeks. The only difficulty we're having right now, though, is his first treatment of the 4 weeks, every 4 weeks, is during my surgery week. So, past that, life is grand. I don't have anything else to say. I hope if you did partake in Market this weekend that you had a good time. Or if you ordered things from Market, I hope it gets to you super speedy. Otherwise, it is becoming spring here in Ontario, Canada, Eastern Ontario, Canada, although there is a weather advisory tonight because there's 5 to 10 centimeters of snow coming or something. That's supposed to end by tomorrow, like sometime at tonight. I don't know. So we might wake up to a lot of snow. We might not wake up to a lot of, it's a very, who knows what's going to happen. Anyway, I understand that this was less than 20 minutes, but I know I needed to film, so it's 8 o'clock at night. The whole rest of the day was not a wanting to film time, so I made one by today. I made one by the Sunday, so I didn't have to go to Monday, and so Skitters joined us earlier in the video, and he's just chilling beside me now, and I will see everybody next week. Hopefully I will have more to say, but who knows? I spend a lot of my time sleeping now, so don't look at me like that. You like pets. Yeah, so I spend a lot of time sleeping. Sometimes it's 14 hours a night, sometimes it's 12 hours a night. It's very random. Anyways, I will, and that's not very normal at all. So, have a great rest of your week. I hope that you get as much stitchy time in as possible. I will see everybody later. Sparkle and shine. Have a great day. Bye, everybody.